this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. On 1st and 10, Dugan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dugan. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Dugan. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dugan. He'll dump this off to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Dugan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Dugan sliding out of the pocket. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Let's go, baby.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Second and 7.
Looking to throw. Dugan. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw. Dugan. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Denver.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Coe. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dugan. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Chiefs 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
We play to win. First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Dugan. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, Dugan. And that pass finds Kupp along the sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught. Jennings. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Here's Fuller with a catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw him with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Cook able to escape. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point from McManus is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 24-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56, check 56.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Dugan. Now he'll escape to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On first down, Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard.
56, Mike, 56.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To throw on 2nd down. Dugan. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Dugan swinging this out wide here for Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Dugan. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he'll have a quick first down on a nice hookup there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.